Hello, greetings, and a blessed Tuesday to all of you. I wanted to share a little story with you today, a personal story, and then expand it into a little bit of an explanation about the times we're in now. Personal story is this. I have a chronic struggle with anxiety and depression. This is something that many people in my family have. I think probably there's many people in your family that may have it as well, but one of the things that I struggle with is anxiety and depression. And not too long ago, in the midst of all this stuff going on, I was talking to a friend of mine who knows me very well, and I was saying that I was depressed and struggling, and I asked her, do you think that I matter? And her response, she was kind of frustrated in that particular moment in time. She said, of course you matter. Everybody matters. All created souls matter. And so in that moment in time when I was hurting, and I know she didn't mean it like that, but when I was hurting, it took me a little while to get over the fact that there was this everybody matters, Anna, when really what I needed to hear was that as I was hurting was that I mattered. Because when I was depressed and sad, what I really wanted to hear was all the reasons that I mattered to her or to other people, and they're just kind of a boost. Because when something is wrong with us, when we're hurting, when we're sad, we want someone to acknowledge our pain, to see us, and to tell us that we do matter. So I say all that because I am still going to into conversations with people who are telling me that they're tired of hearing about how Black lives matter and as if to say, why don't white lives matter? And what I want to say to them is the same thing I'm saying to you right now. When people are in pain, like when I was in pain and then I wanted somebody to tell me that I mattered, Black people are in pain and they want us to see them and to tell them that they do in fact matter. And if you really sincerely do not know the difference in how Black people and white people are treated in this country, I seriously want you to grab your friend, watch it twice, The Long Shadow documentary. The Long Shadow. If you watch no other movie this year, please watch that movie. Please wrestle with that movie. And then come back and explain to me why we need to say that Black lives matter. I already know white lives matter. I already know that. Everything in the society tells me that. So it's very sad that we have to say that, but we have to say that. Not as a political movement, but as a genuine thing to say. Black lives are not expendable. They're not worthless. They're not worth less than me. Black lives are beautiful. Black lives are precious. And Black people have not been told this. They really haven't. In so many different ways. And that is not scriptural. And that is not holy. This weekend, my heart was incredibly heavy when I found out that there were two black men in 2 different weeks hung in public squares. A friend of mine called me and said, a friend of mine, Californian, called me and said, "Oh, Anna, we don't do this in California. What do we do?" As if Alabama has figured this out because of the so much lynching in their state. My heart is heavy, and the work is long and hard. There's no protest that can fix it. There's no prayer vigil that can fix it. There's only one thing that can fix it, and that's for persons of color to no longer be oppressed, and for white persons to be free of being oppressors. And if you don't even recognize that that's a thing, again, I go back. If you can only watch one movie this year that I ask you to watch, just one. The Long Shadow documentary. The Long Shadow documentary. It will blow your mind. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it will blow your mind. If you know everything about black history, then it's a and not just black, but black and white history in this country, then it is the most concise representation I've seen. My heart is heavy, and there's a lot of me that's tired, but that doesn't mean I can give up. There's no slave or free, Jew or Greek. We are all one. All united. All children of God. And until all children of God are seen as valuable and loved and worthy, then our work is not finished, and we have more to do. Every day, we can do something to educate ourselves, to learn that we may be free of this narrative that has oppressed for so long the potential of the hope of building beloved community in our world. It is so important that we hear the cries, that we know the suffering, and that we have not just empathy, but a movement towards a just and more compassionate world where all are free. Will you work with me? Will you join me in this struggle to finally make a difference? This is the work of our time. I pray that you will. God bless you.